Three very powerful franchise secrets every small business owner must know starting today. Let's get to class. Franchise is a very neglected area of conversation in the African marketplace. Whether you look at the traditional market avenues or you look at the emerging market spaces, franchise conversations are conspicuously lacking. There are very many reasons as to why this is. But among the many reasons is one, we lack competent personnel that will help us, one, appreciate franchising, identify franchising prospects in our businesses, and even take advantage of franchising. And that's why you're very lucky that Franchise and Licensing Institute, our competence in this area, this niche area of entrepreneurship, is something that you can rely on. So welcome to this class. And we want to learn about what are those three things that very few amongst us know. And the people that know these three secrets, they have gone to build very enviable business brands. They have gone to build very enviable products at the marketplace, and their level of success some of us cannot even dream about. I want you to understand that in whichever marketplace you are in, there is something in your business that you can franchise as early as tomorrow. You could be in the legal space, you could be in the medical space, you could actually be a HR practitioner, you could be an audit firm. It doesn't matter. You could be a car wash, a hardware, a salon, a barber shop. It really doesn't matter. There is something in your business that if you are just a little deliberate, you can convert it into a franchise possibility. A franchise possibility is that thing in your business. It could be your logo. It could be your product. It could be a process that you have, that you can build a franchising business model around it. Whatever market you're in, you are a candidate of franchise. Maybe this is the first time you're coming across this subject matter of franchise. So it's important that we define what really is a franchise. A franchise can be loosely defined as an intellectual property facility. So that means in order for an entrepreneur to really appreciate and take advantage of franchising, it's important for that entrepreneur to be familiar with the intellectual property in their business, intellectual property in their processes, and intellectual property in the ecosystems that they have created with their products, with their brands. That is very important. At any given moment, you have 3 layers of intellectual property, even without doing anything. And that gives you, as an entrepreneur, possibilities that majority of us have never explored. Majority of us, we have never scratched. We have never explored. And that is why I would want you from today, if you're a small business owner, to start appreciating this simple fact. You have intellectual property. The intellectual property can be in your logo. The intellectual property can be in the color scheme for your business. The intellectual property can be in the processes and functions that you have, but you have intellectual property. So that's very important that we start approaching the franchise conversation from this level. A franchise is an intellectual property facility. First and foremost, your level of success in franchise conversation will be determined by your level of appreciating intellectual property, either on your business or on you as a person. That is very important. So a franchise is a business entity that allows another business entity to bring to the marketplace what that franchisor, the person allowing, has created, and this other business entity is interested to bring the same creativity to the marketplace. And that's why I'm saying, in order for us to look at franchise, we need to look at intellectual property. So it's important that a franchise is a business entity. That business entity, the moment they allow someone to do something, they are called a franchisor. So a franchisor is that person that has created something and allows an entirely different person that we are going to call a franchisee to bring to the marketplace what that franchisor has created, and the franchisee is only allowed to the extent that they can pay a regular fee. It's very important that whenever we are talking about franchising, we must understand those two moving pieces: the franchisor, the franchisee, and the franchise. The franchise is a business entity. It is a model of going about entrepreneurship. But when you're the person who has created something, when you're the person who has a very unique logo, that unique logo puts you in a very enviable place that now you are called a franchisor. A franchisor is the person allowing a franchisee. And a franchisee would want to be part of the business of the franchisor. The franchisee would want to be part of your success because they have identified that you have created something. All of us in our businesses, if we are just a little deliberate, then we will identify that on any given space you appear, you are coming with something unique. Whether you are a car wash, you are coming with something unique. Whether you are a hardware, you are coming with something unique. You could be an institution of academia in education. You are coming with something unique. That thing, other people might be interested to bring it to the marketplace. But the most important factor to consider in franchising is the aspect of regular fee. That if I'm going to allow someone to bring to the marketplace what I've created, the thing that makes me allow them bring to the marketplace is I'm going to generate revenue from allowing them to bring it to the marketplace. That is the most important definition that I would want you to walk away from this class with, that a franchise is a business entity. So today, whenever you come across a conversation that KFC franchise, then you understand that the KFC franchise is built around what KFC owns. A Java franchise is built around what Java owns. A Harry Potter franchise is built around what Harry Potter owns. A Total franchise is built around what Total owns. A Bata franchise is built around what Bata owns. And we can go on and on and on. Nothing stops you as an entrepreneur from taking advantage of franchising. So now that we have defined franchising, what are those three secrets, three powerful secrets that very few among us know, that if you can know yourself, then you can achieve to the level of success that they have achieved? One, the most important secret that any small business owner must know starting today is that franchising is the fastest and safest way to grow and expand your business. Can you imagine how many branches KFC has all over the world? Can you imagine how many branches McDonald's have all over the world? Can you imagine our own, a Bata franchise? Can you imagine how many branches Bata has all over Africa? Not all over Africa, all over Kenya and part of East Africa. So when an individual, if you are an entrepreneur and your interest is to grow, when you are an entrepreneur and your interest is to expand, maybe to expand geographically, maybe to expand in new locations and new regions and new territories, nothing gives you a faster way to do that than franchising. Because when you have built a product, when you have built a service, when you have built a very unique process, a system in place, then you just allow other people to take advantage of the product that you have brought to the marketplace and structure for themselves business entities. Those business entities become part of your empire. Those businesses, however many they are, they become part of your empire. There are close to 30,000 KFC branches all over the world. They are part of the KFC empire. There are close to 45,000 McDonald's branches all over the world. They are part of the McDonald's brand. So if you're interested in growing, and if you've defined growth as an entrepreneur, franchise is a secret that can enable you grow in dimensions you've never imagined, in extents you've never even considered. Franchising works. The only problem that we have is we don't know how to work franchising. It's very important that as an individual, as a small business owner, I want you from today to start building capacity, to start building competence around yourself so that you can work franchising and have it work for you. The number one secret that every small business owner needs to understand in 2023 and beyond, if you have an interest to grow your salon, if you have an interest to grow your butchery, if you have an interest to grow your circle, if you have an interest to grow your law firm, your legal practice, if you have an interest to grow your HR practice, one of the fastest way is for you to identify, in my practice, what is that thing that can become to me a franchise possibility? That is something that every entrepreneur, every small business owner must start to know starting today. The other piece of secret that very few people know is that franchising is the fastest and the most sure way to beat competition. Franchising helps you to convert a rival into a partner, helps you to convert a competitor into your associate, someone that you are in business with. In any market space, particularly in market spaces whereby you have built something and that product that you've built can stand an opportunity of other people poking holes into that product, reverse engineering that product, like we call it in intellectual property, to reverse engineer. To reverse engineer is to look at someone's product and you ask yourself, if I was to convert this product into my own product without infringing on someone's intellectual property, what would I do? And so we have seen very many products come out of other products, but there are certain products that you cannot infiltrate into. It's because that product has developed a moat, an intellectual property moat. A moat is an object, like in the olden days, when they would build a castle or they would build a castle, the castle would be surrounded with a water body. So that water body became the moat, and the moat kept aggression away from the castle. Coca-Cola has one of the most successful moats all over the world because to Coca-Cola, their formula is their moat. Many people have tried to poke holes into the Coke formula, but they have not been able to succeed. Now, if we are to translate that into franchising is the most sure way of you disarming your competition, is because you can create something that no one can reverse engineer. And in order for them to realize your level of success, they need to do business with you. There is nothing that is amazing as being able to convert an enemy into a friend, to convert a rival into a friend, to convert a competitor into a friend. Businesses that are in spaces, if your business venture is in space whereby you have rife and stiff competition, one of the ways that you can disarm your competition, one of the ways that you can insulate yourself against competition is to convert your business into a franchise. Can you imagine that all over the world, 30,000 competitors of KFC sought to do business with KFC than to be a rival to KFC? One of the surest way of getting rid of competition, one of the most sure, and I'm not saying that it might work for everyone. Nothing works for everyone. But let me ask you, if you can just be a little deliberate and grow something that no one can reverse engineer, if by the grace of God you can come up with a product like the next Coca-Cola formula in your category, in your legal practice, if you can come up with a product that no one else can actually replicate or no one else can copy, can you imagine the level of influence that can give you in your market space? So franchising, this is the second secret. Franchising is the surest way of disarming your competition in any economy, in any marketplace, because this competition will see it is better to do business with you than to do business against you. One of those sayings, they say, an enemy of my enemy is my friend. What better way to convert an enemy into a friend than through franchising? That is very important. That if you want to understand, I'm in this market, I've come up with this product, I'm in the medical space, I have come up with this product, I'm in the car wash space, I've come up with this product, I'm in the distribution space, I've come up with this product. Nothing will help you to disarm your competition than to convert your business into a franchise model. That is the second most powerful secret that very few people know, and every small business owner must know starting today. The third secret, the third powerful secret, is that franchising is the only way to become profitable. Franchising is the only way for you to realize commercial success in any business. In our definition, we talked on something that in order for a franchisee to enjoy the franchisor's creation, a franchisee must constantly pay a regular fee. Can you imagine how much money KFC makes all over the world by simply allowing other franchisees to own their business, to own their product, to own their brand? Can you imagine how much the McDonald's brand owns today all over the world, with close to 50,000 branches all over the world? And every branch pays regular fee. Every branch pays regular fee. Nothing can make you realize entrepreneurial success to the extent of commercial success like franchising. Because in franchising, you are having an opportunity to generate revenue from someone without incurring that cost. It is the franchisee that incurs that cost to set up your business, to set up your model, to set up your practice, to set up your venture. That is the most important way that all of us can realize levels of success that we cannot attain without taking advantage of franchise. It's important that from today, I would want you to ask yourself, if I was to be deliberate and build a brand, if I was to be deliberate and build a service, build a product, what aspect of my product, what aspect of my business process can actually give me an opportunity to build a very solid franchise possibility? It's important that we constantly evaluate for ourselves, what franchise possibility do I have? In my practice, what franchise possibility do I have? Is it something unique about the name I call my business? Is it something unique about the name I call my services, my processes? What is unique about you that no one else can reverse engineer? If you can get that, then you're going to have a very successful franchise career. Franchising works. We just need to familiarize ourselves with how do I work it. If I was to build a very competitive legal practice and have that legal practice all over the African continent, what is that part of my practice that I can actually cultivate and build a franchise opportunity around? It is important that we have that mindset, because franchising has worked. Franchising has made Bata extremely profitable. Franchising has made the Harry Potter brand extremely profitable. Franchising works. You don't need to have been in business for a longer duration. The only thing that you need to is one: I have a product, I have a service. And that product, that service, it is so unique that no one can reverse engineer. Many have tried, but few, no one has succeeded. The moat around your business, that moat, you remember the moat we were talking about? The moat around your business is for you to build a product, to build a value proposition that no one can infiltrate into your market segment. And that will give you a very successful franchise career. My name is Ogwang. I am the principal at Franchise and Licensing Institute. We are the premier intellectual property practice that exclusively helps entrepreneurs grow competitive business models by exclusively relying on their intellectual property. We use 2 intellectual property facilities. We use franchise, we use licensing to help entrepreneurs realize their wildest entrepreneurial growth. If this class has made an impression on you, I would be interested to know. I would be interested to get to hear from you on the comment section. I would be interested just to interact with you. But if you need help, kindly reach out and let's help you begin to appreciate your intellectual property. I would really appreciate if you could follow me, if you could subscribe. Just tap that subscribe button. If you could subscribe, I would really be grateful. Help us grow and take this entrepreneurship conversation, franchise conversation, all over the world. First, let's begin by building a franchise awareness in the African marketplace. My name is Ogwang, and I will see you in the next video. And before I go, remember, there are 3 most powerful franchise secrets every small business owner must know starting today. Bye-bye. Take care and God bless.